So many little cabins. I couldn't even see them all last night because it was dark. Packed up, it's just after 6. Breakfast and go. Day 175. Woke up around like maybe 5:30 or 6 and packed up at the Harrison Pierce Pond Fish Camp. Tim made me breakfast, which was absolutely amazing. And then I got going around 7:30, which I mean is earlier than it would have been if I didn't take the ferry last night, but not the earliest start, and it is scorching hot. I think it's supposed to be around 95 today, but doing well, just trekking along. Been going for a few hours now, past a southbounder. And yeah, I mean, I have 17 miles today that are relatively easy, not much elevation gain, but I mean, the trail's been super muddy, super rocky, super rooty, just really slow going, which is totally fine. There's plenty of time in the day. And after about 17 miles today, I'll begin to climb up Little Bigelow and then begin after that the climb up to Bigelow, regular Bigelow. And I'm hoping to either camp in the Cole, like the little cove in between high points toward the top of Bigelow, or if I'm there early enough to go a bit further to the shelter past there. It'll just depend on time. I think I should definitely be able to make it 25 miles today. If I maintained pretty good pace, I would be there like 4 or something. So more likely it'll be couple hours after that, just because this is really, I mean, my pace is back to, I would say, fairly normal. There's only a couple places where I'm slowing down just so I don't slip and slide, but yeah, this terrain just isn't very fast. If I could go further today, bug went in my nose. That's abusive. Yucky. If I could go further today, that'd be sick. But I don't have to. In imagination land, if I did manage to go a little further today and a little further tomorrow, then rather than having about 15 miles to do on Thursday before I go into Rangeley, where I think I'm getting hosted by a trail angel, if I could go further both days, then I could go into Rangeley and then also slack pack 13 or so miles that day south of there, which the trail angels already offered to help me do. And I could do that on Thursday, which would just be really nice and put me in a much better situation time-wise. But that will really depend on today and tomorrow. Oh, the bugs have been pretty bad. I'm just hoping the scorching heat isn't too bad today. classic life right now. I just decided to keep going up Bigelow because it was only 5:45. I only had 2.4 miles left to the campsite, so literally, even if I went as slow as humanly possible, I would be up in time. And 14 minutes later, I'm doing very well. I'm getting up this climb. It is now pouring, absolutely dumping rain. It kind of feels like it's just that sort of summer rain that's gonna hopefully dump for 5 minutes and then pass. Not lovely. Obviously, there's like no great camping options now, so I'm sort of just standing still under my umbrella, hoping that this passes quickly. Because it looked really clear off in the distance, and then I just watched gray clouds roll in so fast. I guess it's already lightening up. I mean, the most annoying part is now everything's slick, but I guess on a bright side, I'm so paranoid about slipping that I treat every rock like it's slick. Oh, and it's been a minute and it's already almost over, hopefully. It's like 6 p.m. I just want to get up and over to this campsite before dark, which is like almost impossible to not achieve that, even if I go less than a mile an hour. But this is so classic. Of course it's raining when I'm going up the Bigelows. A nice summer rain too, because it's literally been 95 degrees all day. And it's funny because I just walked past a giant rock, and I remember vividly in 2023 we hid under that rock because it was raining. I can only assume that's where I'm going. Look at that. I think I'm up here. I'm almost there. I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky to be here. I didn't really remember any of this. This is so beautiful. To think it was raining an hour ago, and a couple hours ago I wasn't sure I was going to come this high. I took a break here in 2023 with the guys. I remember that. I just set up camp and forgot to turn this off. It's funny, recently, the last few days, Far Out and this watch have differed greatly. This is just shy of 25 apparently. Far Out has this at, I think, just over 25 miles. Harrison, Pierce Pond Fish Camp to, I don't know, the Bigelow Coal. I'm at that like ranger station, fire warden cabin thing, tented behind it. I mean, who cares? But wow, 6,300 feet of vert, not bad. And 12 hours, I mean, it took less. I've been here for a while. Probably the most depressing turn of events of my life is last night I didn't use my fuel can because the nice man Tim boiled water for me on his stove. I wish I'd used it though, because then I would have realized the neck of the fuel can is like stripped or something and it won't attach to my stove. And I've been trying for like 10 minutes. And I'm assuming it's not my stove. I mean, my stove is definitely not killing it. It's not in the best shape, but I just used it last, every other day I was out in the 100-mile wilderness. Yeah, so that means today and tomorrow I have to just eat snacks for dinner, and I have 2 amazing peak refuel meals that won't rehydrate without hot water that I can't eat. So that's too bad because I'm starving. I definitely didn't eat enough today. And I was pretty psyched to be able to take down like 900 calories really fast. And I mean, I have tons of food, so I have plenty of snacks, but that made me sad. It's day 176. 5:20, a little later than I wanted, but I'm fully packed up, leaving this little cabin that I slept right here. And dang, it is foggy and windy. I'm not gonna get many views this morning, but hoping to do at least as much as yesterday. Ideally, because I'm starting 2 hours earlier, I can go further today. But so much elevation gain. Yesterday was 6,000 feet. I bet today is like 7,000 and change. But I think that'll be fun. Views are a little different than yesterday. I was so lucky last night. But I'm grateful for the breeze this morning. Just keeping the bugs away. Wow. North Crocker. I'm at the top of North Crocker. And there was like maybe like a 5 or 6 mile climb up. Pretty gradual, honestly. If they could all be like this, dude, it would be an utter delight. And a couple weeks ago, apparently the blowdowns up here had been really bad. I'm pretty sure the section I just came up was what I was told was the worst, and there were none. And you could tell that they've all been freshly cut out. So I mean, I'll see how it is the rest of the way, but I do kind of recall the guys saying that it was the worst at the beginning, and you can see all the fresh cuts. But when I was just down at the highway where you can hitch into Stratton, this guy, Bourbon Batman, was waiting for me. He had Gatorade and stuff. He knows Mike, who supported me when I was at Shaw's and helped me a lot, and he came and had lunch with me. And Mike had reached out yesterday asking if I needed anything. And I basically said, like, I have way too much food. I have everything I need, but thank you. But his friend was just there as a surprise. And then there was a cooler there, which I like almost walked right by just because I had just had drinks and stuff. But then I realized it was actually my buddy, Kriegus. So him and his mom, he's thru-hiked multiple trails. Him and his mom did the AT together in 2023, and they just took over the main Roadhouse hostel, like an amazing hostel that was shut down, and they just took over and they're opening it. So they had the cooler there with their number and stuff saying like if anyone needs rides or needs to go to town, and it had soda. So I just carried this 5 miles up, and that's so cool. And that's in Rangeley, so I think I'll get to see them tomorrow. How nice. Someone has this here for us. For me. I'm dirty. Gross. Alright, it's the end of the day. I just got to camp for the night. I was originally planning on going 1.9 miles further, which literally sounds like absolutely nothing. It's crazy that I just decided to stop because, yeah, in my mind that would take 2 seconds, but in this terrain right now, that's going to take about an hour. And yeah, it's funny, like my hip flexor and all that feels good. My feet are just sore. Like they've been sore the last few days, just like the bottoms of my feet. The way I imagine like people feel when they first start a through hike. Except for me, it hasn't been happening until like the end of the day. You know, I'm doing marathons just about, and the terrain is really rocky and rugged. I think it's just from all the time I spent not walking around, that now like my feet are slipping and rubbing and doing a lot of stuff. But so like that's probably the most uncomfortable thing. And there's a shelter 4.7 miles from here, which normal conditions, I got here just before 7, like 100% I would have gone to that shelter. But 4.7 miles, that's gonna take over 2 hours, at least. I did about 25 miles today. It was 24.8. The funny thing is my watch is off by so much. I just don't know if I don't know what it is. I mean, it does get paused sometimes. But yeah, far out says 24.8. My watch says 23 point something. But yeah, I mean, I did like 7,500 feet of vert today and like was feeling really good. I think I like the climbing. I think if it was just all climbing all day, that would be cool. I would love that if somehow the trail only went up and never went down. But the downhill is definitely the slowest thing. Sorry, I just noticed there's an actual small hole in my tent. Like it'll be really easy to patch, but I have no idea how. I take such good care of this tent. And I mean, I only just got it for this through hike this year. So I mean, yeah, it has 4,200 miles on it, but like my last one went for like 7,000 or 8,000 or something. But yeah, I mean, today was really cool. Like trail magic. Yeah, like really epic views. Like I really liked going up the Crockers. That was sick. That was great. All the down trees are gone, which is amazing because the guys who I had seen at Shaw's just were complaining so much about the down trees. So it was really nice. It just like by the end of the day, I was just like tiring, especially because I was mostly going like on flat and downhill, which I just think is kind of the slowest right now because it's neither flat nor downhill. Like it's just technical and slow going. And I really don't want to like slip or anything. So yeah, I mean, it's not, who cares? It's not the end of the world. I think 25 miles days in Maine is like pretty solid, I guess. Especially coming off of having been injured. I'm just incredibly hard on myself, and want to do more. So, but it took 13 plus hours today to do 25. So yeah, by the end of the day, I'm pretty tired. I mean, I sat down to drink a Dr. Pepper. I sat down to filter water. That's pretty much it. Back to my old BS. But yeah, my body's felt really great. I think it really loves the ups and downs and the more technical stuff. Like the last 2 days, my hip flexor, piriformis, whatever, has felt fantastic. So that's really nice. Like I just felt little tinges of it today at the end of the day. But otherwise it's been pretty good. So yeah, right now I'm 15.4 miles from main route 4 or something, where you can go into Rangeley. Trail Angel Mike is probably going to pick me up. I just Garmin'd him just to let him know where I wound up. But yeah, and I mean, originally I was thinking maybe I was going to go further today and yesterday and bring that 15 down to like 9, and then could have gone into town and then slack packed for the second part of tomorrow. But fat chance because I have 15 and then the slack pack would be 13. Even with a light pack, it's like, yeah, I wouldn't want to slack pack and then come back to town. It just wouldn't be fun at all. I would be like so rushed. So I think I'm probably just going to do 15 tomorrow and go into Rangeley. I think it'll be nice to take the day. Part of me kind of wanted to maybe stay at the main roadhouse. My buddy and his mom just bought it. But I know Mike I think he has things planned, so we'll see. We'll see what's gonna go on. I'm pretty happy either way. And I think it'll be nice to chill out. Tomorrow's gonna be, it's gonna be a day, but on the bright side, like today I had multiple 2 or 3 segments of like prolonged downhill, and tomorrow I have like 2 miles of the gradual downhill I was supposed to do tonight. And then I start heading up towards the Saddlebacks. So I'll be, climbing pretty much all day with like little descents in between. It's like 1 push up and then you're kind of just up there, and then like 3 smaller climbs. But yeah, maybe that'll be nice. And I would hope to be in town around 1. I think I'm going to try to start at like 4:30 tomorrow. But that's all I got. I got to eat snacks for dinner because my stove is still broken. But I think this is the third marathon day in a row in Maine. I know I'm doing great. It's fine. Like, I'm coming off of pretty major injury. It's just, I want more for myself. I always want to go further and do more, but I'm just like tired. I'm not trying to push myself too hard. And yeah, so today I just gave in. I got to this really beautiful river, and there's a tent spot right here. Like, the river's right there. So I did it. I stopped here at the pretty spot. Okay, this is today, except it was really 25 miles. Don't know if I paused it or if it's just reading it as less, but 25 in 13 hours in 20 minutes, 7,400 feet of gain. I really didn't break for more than 5 minutes all day.